Nebraska elections will look a little different for voters hitting the polls next year. It comes after voters approved the measure for voter ID, which then moved through the legislature and is now law after hitting Governor Jim Pillen's desk. 10:11 now, Samantha Burnt sat down with Nebraska Secretary of State today to learn what the next steps are.
Madison, starting next May, voters will have to show a photo ID before they receive their ballots. In the meantime, Secretary of State Bob Evnen tells me it's all about implementing the law and educating the public. As of May 14th, 2024, voters will have to show IDs at the polls. Bob Evnen says 97% of Nebraskans already have an ID that will work. Options include driver's license, state ID, college or university identification, a passport, or military ID. It will also apply to early voting and mail-in ballots. In that case, voters will have to provide their driver's license or state ID number, and if they don't have any of those, will need to provide a copy of a valid form of ID.
I've supported voter ID for years. I supported the constitutional amendment. I'm very glad to see that we have voter ID in our state. We're going to have it in place in a way that will not unduly intrude on people. It isn't going to suppress votes. So I'm very optimistic about our rollout of the voter ID requirement in the state of Nebraska.
For those who can't afford an ID card, DMVs will provide free state IDs, and DHHS Vital Statistics will provide free certified copies of birth certificates. People unable to get a photo ID due to disability, illness, lack of birth certificate, or religious reasons can complete a reasonable impediment certification. Those can be completed at the polling place, county election office, or be found on the Secretary of State website. Evnen says his office is also working on an educational campaign to keep voters informed of the new law that will roll out before the 2024 primary election.